Dear presidents of all countries, dear citizens and families of this planet Earth, my name is Goiana Ferreira. It's a gift to be here with you today. Now we are talking about the department number 3, Department of Social Assistance. Dear presidents from Argentina, Alberto Fernandes, from Australia, Alexander Van der Bellen, from Bangladesh, Abdul Hamid, from Belgium, King Philip, from Bolivia, Luis Arce, from Bosnia, Lerko Komsik, from Cambodia, King Norodom Sihamoni, and from Cameroon, Paul Biya Aya. So my friends, I'm inviting all presidents and all government leaders from all countries to join us on this very special work that we are having new practices for a better humanity, for a better planet Earth, for rivers that are more clean, for families that are more united. So this Department of Social Assistance is for us to really renew and get really better for many things that we need. So we are going to guide and help and move everyone from slums, from refugee camps, from nomads in general that live traveling and their children cannot go to school properly, and indigenous people that need houses as well because they need better nutrition, they need to learn more about our humanity, and their children need schools, and they also need more protection for winter times. And for everyone else listed, we're going to help all of them, and we have to start, and we have to start soon. So this department, we work mostly during the 28 weeks. It's a lot of work, but we can get it done because everyone can help, all of us united. If we see from different organizations, we have volunteers all over the planet with good hearts doing the best they can and helping. That's how I say we have so many volunteers all over the world. That's how we have different places, doing phone calls, being online, donating money, doing events to help, right? And for the honest organizations, they invest most of it on their causes and not the least of it. For the honest organizations, we have a lot done, a lot of work done, and beautiful work done. And with hands united, we can get a lot done. And we will get even more during these 28 weeks and resolve all the situation that's really needed. So people that have financial stability and have a lot of money, they will donate. They will donate money and land and housing from rentals to give tenants a place for them to be owners, because this is very important for us, right? Very important for us to have families more united and safer in proper homes. Children, teens, young adults, and adults going to proper school, proper universities, instead of just being around. Airports and stadiums that won't be used anymore will be remodeled where it's possible and become housing. Because we have millions of people just in refugee camps and slums. Imagine, many people that need housing. Many indigenous people that need housing. Proper housing. So the other thing is for health. Some people do not have clean water for many reasons. Some people do not have condition, even after the animals gone, even that they have proper toiletry, they don't have condition to have clean water on the places that they are located, so they have to move. So many people have to move, and also people from very cold areas, they have to move. They have to go to warmer areas. Mostly the polar, people live in polar cold zone from 60 to 90 degrees. They have to move. They have to move, go to warmer places so they can have more food in abundance, right? And better days on their lives. So all this group of people I mentioned, they need new housing. So we are going to, the other thing is health. Many people that are unhealthy, they will move. So for those that can afford, they already can purchase a new house on their new state or a new country, and they can already ask for authorization, proper moving visa, get citizenship, and move on. For those that cannot afford, they will also join a list, a sign-up list, and we will help them because we have to. And we have enough money on this planet and enough good hearts to build, and they will help to build. The first ones arriving will help to build the houses for the other ones. So the places will be called New Land, and we will build proper housing in communities with their laundry rooms and courts for the children to play, new playgrounds, areas for them to plant, of course, and everything else that they need. And during the 28 weeks, we are going to get everyone placed. And people will pay for how much they can, for 10 or 20% of their property for those that can afford, of course. They will pay, and they will have up to 10 years of mortgage. Not like some countries to have 30 years of mortgage. That really makes no sense. We need something more simple, more sustainable. So we're going to focus and make it mandatory for everyone to have up to 10 years mortgage. That's it, because it's important also for people to pay, give value to what they're receiving. So we can help, right, for them to get their homes, but they also need to pay mortgage because it's important for them. And we will have educational sites and everything else close to those new lands. People that own land can donate, my friends. Let's go ahead. If you can already donate. People that own places can already donate for those families in need. Government leaders, please, already, if you are in a tropical or subtropic areas, please already give how many thousands citizenships for those families. How many thousand families you can accept. Because some countries are large, have a lot of land available in those tropical and subtropical countries, because we need those families. Families cannot live in a very sustainable way in very cold areas, very hard. So for you to accept them with all your heart as new citizens that will learn English like all the countries will learn, to be easier for all of us, have less machines to produce, less printing items and books and things for us to learn so many different languages. So accept them, my friends. Accept them, and we're also very grateful for countries that already help so many. We're really grateful for many, many countries that have been receiving, helping financially, refugees and people from slums and everything else I mentioned earlier. people that are helping with water, to connect water in countries that need, to build water wells with clean water for them. So our special gratitude to all of you. During these 28 volunteer weeks, we are also going to see what they need. They need a house, they need health and school now, right? So that's the next step. So we will help them because many didn't even go to school before, like indigenous people or nomads. They learn what they can with their parents, wherever they live. But many of them cannot go to proper schools or they keep moving and moving. So that's the following step. Have schools for all of them, by these new lands. And also have health, check their health, see how they're doing, what they need. And how are you going to do that? With people from their own county or the neighbor county. So we need many doctors, we need many dentists. Check everything, see how they're doing, what they need, if they need something else, special treatment or not. Because this program, during these 28 weeks, we are going to do and share the best we can. And have those families placed and with all their needs. So we talk about housing, we talk about school, health, and now what they need? They need the gardens. They need the gardens and fruit trees. Because for us to live in a sustainable way, all of us will have our community gardens and our fruit trees. Because that's very important. As I said before, we are not bringing things from other countries, other states far away. That's not sustainable. We have vehicles, airplanes, ships all over. Okay, so that is the basic work of this department. And every rule and guideline is for centuries and millenniums. Soon after, we decide on the permanent version. This one is just a provisory version. We are going to have everything online at our website as soon as possible. And specialists of all areas are welcome to check our work and be ready up to the 20th week of the 28 weeks. If we did not place all items, if you still have something special to let us know, then you can send us an email, and the headquarters assistant teams will help us out. Okay, the other thing, it's about things that like retire salaries and retirement salaries and things like that. So for everyone that worked in wars before, are not going to say anything about, because those are things that are not needed. In many countries, they give so much value to veterans and to military people. But in reality, those things are not things that work for peace. They're not. They are evil things, because instead of fighting, we have to get united. We have to hold hands. We have to be together for good causes. So, veterans and military people that work for anything, instead of saying that they're veterans or they work for military, they're just going to say what they did. What was their real profession? They were doctors, nurses, pilots, they work with radios, they were teachers. What they were doing? Because, for us to leave behind wars of all types, leave behind. And if you, my friends, presidents and government leaders of all countries, if you have anyone, anywhere, still on this position of being fighting for something and say that's to promote peace, because that's not peace, please send them home. Please send them home. Pay one more month for them and send them home, for them to be with their families and start this new life that we are working to have. And for their families, to plant those gardens together. During these 4 weeks, we are going to clean up our homes who did not clean them up yet, and focus on planting our gardens. Because before we help others and be volunteers, we need the gardens ourselves for us, our families to eat. We cannot go volunteer all day and come home and keep buying food. That's not sustainable. We have to give our example first. We have to practice first, the best we can. Of course, if people are still looking for land, if they live in skyscrapers or things like that, they have to get quite a few steps for them to get the land and then start planting. But for those that already have a land, we have to start planting. So this is very important, okay? And we have to move on. So we need new laws. So dear presidents, dear leaders, go ahead and make the new laws approved. Because right now, as I said, some countries have Senate, they have Parliament, they have a Prime Minister, they have royalty, they have so many different things that are really not sustainable. What we need is just a president. And the rules will already be written. Nobody gonna change rules. One day, of course, after the 28 weeks, when everything is approved, being the best as possible for everyone, the proposal, what we will have, it's one constitution for all countries the same. So please go ahead and already pass into law all the items that are already possible. So we will assist the families for 28 weeks, right? And do really the best we can for all items of all types. We will do fundraising events, we will do activities to help people also that needs activity, like people from rehab centers. That's very important for one reason or another, for drugs or for health, for them to be healthy and be with their family instead of being on those places, because they're not sustainable. People are still addictive. Many people do not cure because they're away from their families. We have to bring everyone to own families. We are not going to have hospice. People will stay at home. If something happens, they will stay at home for a few days. And with many prayers, they will disincarnate and will born again the best as possible their own family. We will also give assistance with basic needs for families that need. So will be clean water, will be the health and dental treatment assistance, housing improvement, or as I said before, new housing, the education I said, security. We need security. So we have people, we have cameras, we have everything that's needed for each county, each area, for people to feel secure, And security also starts in our hearts. How is that? We will have families united. We will have schools that do not teach only things to fill their minds, but we also have games and be friends to each other. We will have different races together. Yes, we will hold hands, black and whites, Asians and Latins, everyone. Hold hands together, because we will have different races in all counties, because that's the most sustainable. We need that to blend different races for us to have better genetics, right? That's very important. Okay, we will also give clothing and furniture for everyone that needs. And we will have jobs for everyone that needs. And many countries will have a job share. That's the best word I can call right now. So instead of working 8 to 10 hours, many people work even the whole night, like nurses and doctors and security people. So instead of working 8 to 12 hours at night, right, or daytime, we will have people working only 4 or 5 hours. And in counties that are already overpopulated, they're gonna work 2 or 4 days a week and share the other 2 days a week with someone else that needs less money, because everyone is good to go to work. But we will focus this generation now on study. Everyone will have their PhD completed. Why? Because it's very important for us to get out of the house, because some people say, hey, people can be rich just traveling around if they have a computer and internet access, but then they don't have their families with them. So something is missing. And it's awesome to have families together. Have friends that you can count on. Have places where the children can play freely. So all of this, the objective is for us to really do all this work during the 28 weeks. And after that, we are going just to guide people. We're just the department director of this department. We'll guide people. Oh, you need that, you need this. And all families will afford what they need. They have to. It's mandatory. No one will be asking for food, and no one will be offering food. Everyone needs to plant. No one will be asking for health assistance for free, and no one will be offering health assistance for free. Why? Because not sustainable. It's not sustainable. We have to have families that are powerful and have the condition to pay. Because if everybody eats healthy, do healthy things, they plant, so they will have food, they will have good health. They are going once a year for their health checkups and anything that needed to take care. And every 6 months they go to their dental checkup. Because we are going to be healthy, my friends. We are going to be almost vegan. Everyone gonna be really healthy. We are taking sun every day. Our vitamin D, the levels of vitamin D will be really in a good place. We're all gonna be healthy. Our liver is gonna be clean, so we will detect vitamin D. We will retain vitamin D. So those things are very important. And the idea is for families that for one reason or another do not want to work or do not want to care, they have to join the life renovation program with electric chair. Because that's the only way we can figure this out. Because we cannot have families or even homeless on the street asking for money, because they don't want to even try. They want to look the sickest as possible so they can have more money. They don't even try. And other people, because they don't even want to try to work, but work is very important, my friends. Work is very important for us to have busy minds, have social interaction with other people. All these things are very important. Very, very important. So let's focus on all this new work, and that every family will embrace this program with all their goodwill, with good energy, with enthusiasm, with joy, with happiness. Say, hey, look what we got. And government leaders need to make these items, approve those items. Forbidden. After the 28 weeks, forbidden for us to have people asking for free care. We are going to treat everyone that needs now, but after that, we don't need, we can't have anymore. Okay? All right, my friends. So, my dear friends, presidents, and governors, please make this into law as soon as possible. Because, as I said, we will help everyone during these 28 weeks. And after that, people need to have their work and have a sustainable life and take care of themselves for eternity, for centuries, millenniums, for eternity. This is very important. So thank you so much for listening, and please share. If you know the governments, mayors, everyone you can, friends, neighbors, family, co-workers, everyone, please share these videos. Okay, thank you so much, and you have a wonderful day.